Peace, blessings, and love out there to everyone. I am your resident master teacher, Lynn Gaffney. Um, I want to come on today to talk about, I want to ask a question. Are you really living in gratitude every day? One of the three tenets of higher consciousness, which leads to manifestation, which leads to trueness of self, which leads to um, true eternal happiness within. Uh, One is love, one is gratitude, and the third one is service to others. And so when we talk about those three, what I want to focus on today is gratitude. And which begs the question, are we really living in gratitude every day? Okay. So that means that everything that happens to us and some of the challenging things and some of the energies devoted to challenging challenges and trials to us, are we taking that as an opportunity to learn? Therefore, we are grateful for the lesson, or are we taking it as an opportunity to put ourselves in a state of victimization? And so, when we say gratitude, you really have to understand the depth of emotion and feeling that it takes to really set yourself in a state of gratitude. I'm going to put an example. Let's say I go to a restaurant, right? And the waiter or the waitress is having a hard time getting my order correct. And it's taking a long time for the waiter or the waitress to take my order. And so as things come and they're not right, I equally get more agitated and really not happy about the service that I'm getting. Now that's a reflection on the service that I've received, and it wasn't satisfactory, and it wasn't something that I enjoyed or the opportunity or the experience. Right? What I didn't understand, what I didn't look at, is the state of the waiter or the waitress was in from an emotional state. I don't know. I had no idea. I have no idea if that person came in with something traumatic happened or bad happened, and and they weren't feeling their total selves, their true selves. And so as a result of it, their whole day um, was sort of off kilter and shaken. As a result of it, I got the result of the energetic action that they were throwing, and it wasn't necessarily thrown at me. It was just necessarily that the whole day wasn't what it should be for them. And so as a result is I didn't, and so maybe if I would have stepped back and I says, okay, I'm going to understand, and I have the opportunity to you know to leave or walk out or understand or be patient and be understanding. And if I tip the person, I'm going to tip the person exactly what I would have tipped if the service was good. That's the gratitude that I show, regardless of the state that person was in, regardless of the service that I was getting. That gratitude reflects upon me. It's everything to do with me. It has nothing to do with with that person. And so my focus is to be my true self in a state of love, in a state of gratitude, and a state of service to others, in spite of the energetic emotion that is getting thrown at me. And that's hard to do in times because what happens is um, every time that we get triggered off of an emotional state, our vibration level is here. And we want to keep it as high as we can get it, right? And if we respond to that emotional, energetic happening for us, let's keep the example of the waiter and the waitress not providing great service, and then I get increasingly agitated, and then as a result of my agitation, I don't give her a tip or him a tip. right? And so I have responded from a low vibration standpoint, and I wasn't, grateful for just being accepting of the emotional state of that person and understanding that I keep my power. I keep the power within me, but don't allow somebody else to control the energetic emotion that I should be keeping. And that's what gratitude is about. Gratitude is about, can you sustain your emotional output, your intensity of gratitude and love and understanding, regardless of who or what is energetically throwing something at you. Doesn't mean that you can't get agitated. You can get agitated. But when you're in a state of consciousness, the agitation is short and fleeting, in which the awareness should take over and should allow you to say, okay, I'm a little agitated. I'm going to step back. I'm going to understand that maybe I have nothing to do with the energetic output of this person. Odds are that person's having a bad day, that person's feeling agitated from some other emotion or some other event, and I have nothing to do with that. I'm just an innocent bystander to that happening, right? And so that's what we try to understand on a daily basis. And what it's hard to do is to be that emotionally stable person that is aware of everything that happens to us, because we get inundated with things all day long, and we have uh, opportunities and we have schedules and all of that. And then the first thing that happens to us that sets off our schedule, maybe we have a meeting after, breakfast or lunch, whatever we went to, and the elongated time that it was taking for me to get my food sort of shifted that back and all of that stuff. So what happens is we think that, our projected lower vibration emotion is going to make us feel better. But what it does is it just lowers our vibration, and it minimizes our opportunity for high vibration manifestation in future opportunities. And so that's how this works. And so it is difficult and it's challenging as it may sound. It is the optimal state that we have to continually be in. And it is increasingly more challenging to do that if we're not present about everything that happens to us. What I mean by present, that we can't worry about what's going to happen in the supposed meeting after the lunch. I can't do anything about what happened to me before I walked into the restaurant. But what I can do is I can be present. I can be present for that opportunity, that action that's happening, and not and understand that what I do is important in the present moment. And so I have an opportunity to be understanding, to continually be in a state of gratitude, and understand that if I am late or whatever, that I have an opportunity to energetically be of gratitude, and that energy will carry forward in any action after that. Also, the low vibration energy that maybe I got angry, maybe I yelled, maybe I screamed, maybe I did everything else, and that energy will carry forward also. So that's what happens when we are consciously not trying to be in a state of gratitude as much as possible. And there are going to be times when we are, we don't meet those expectations. But what we have to do is kind of step back and understand what we did, not beat ourselves up about, okay, I kind of went a little crazy on this, on the waiter or the waitress, and you know, forgive yourself and understand that the next time we'll be better and we'll be positioned ourselves for a state of gratitude that will allow us to understand that the energetic action of that person has absolutely nothing to do with my state of consciousness, my state of well-being, my state of gratitude, my state of continually projecting love and understanding, which will lead to my state of continually being in a state of service to others. So, what we know is if I am understanding, if I am projecting love and not taking it personally from that state, and I continually, let's say my tip is just as you know, high as it would be if the service was good, that's my service to others. And my service as others is about me projecting love, understanding, and gratitude. I understand you have a bad day. I understand that everything in your day or anything about you isn't going to go right or isn't going to go. But I also know that every energetic action that happens to us is universally designed for everyone to learn a lesson. And maybe what's going on with the waiter or the waitress is something happening to them, and they're having a hard time understanding that that's a lesson. Whatever happened before they walked in, or whatever happened maybe 5 or 10 minutes or an hour before I came in, maybe they're in a state that they don't understand that the actions that's happening to them are universally designed for them to learn a lesson. And has absolutely nothing to do with me. And so what I can do, I can understand that I am in control of me and only me. So what I can do is I can control, I can understand, and I can be self-aware of me and how I react. And that is not going to change the way that I energetically connect with people. Now, you're not going to be, 100% of the time, you're not going to be, you know, right. And sometimes you're going to be, a little agitated, and you're supposed to be. But what you're supposed to be after the event happens is to step back and sort of analyze and be self-aware. Well, I kind of didn't handle that right. And so next time I will understand that I will be better energetically in a place to where I can be more understanding. There's a lot of things that I've done the past couple of months, just by trial and test that I didn't really handle that well. So what I do is I step back and I say, well, talk to myself, well, I know you didn't handle that very well. And but next time I will be understanding, and I will be better and more self-aware that it is about gratitude. It is about me being in a state of gratitude and understanding that everybody's not going to agree with me, and I'm not going to agree with everybody else. But what I can do is I can be grateful for the understanding that I can displace on people, and then be also grateful for the understanding that I'm not going to agree with everybody. Every morning in my meditations, you know, I'm grateful for the positive things, but I'm also equally grateful for the challenges that get placed in my life every single day that allows me to continually consciously evolve. And the gratefulness has to be from the heart, and it can't be from the mind. I mean, when somebody gives something to you and you say thank you, try a test. Try a test in terms of, and you can do this on your own, for a couple of days, when things happen. I want you, when people give something to you, or when people open a door or whatever, say thank you. But just say robotic and just say thank you, right? And see how the rest of your days after that goes, or that day goes. And then the next week, I want you to do this. I want you to do the same test for this, for the same amount of days or day. And I want you to say thank you and actually feel the emotion and gratitude of thank you. And then see how your day goes. And then see how your day goes. And then compare the vast difference energetically of how your day has gone when you robotically say thank you. And then how your day goes when you really emotionally feel and say thank you from the heart. So that's what it's about. It's the challenge of every day of being in gratitude, of understanding that you're not going to be in gratitude every day, but it's the understanding that when you aren't in that state of gratitude and you do, slip up, and we all do, that we come back and we're self-aware, we analyze, we introspect, and say, didn't do that very well. I forgive myself. Don't be hard on myself. Next time I'm going to do better. So that's what we always want to strive to be. And that's elevated consciousness. That's self-aware. Everybody's not perfect. We don't expect perfection. We just expect to be self-aware about everything that happens to us. And we're going to slip up. We are designed to slip up. We're designed to fail. We're designed to not do everything correctly. We're also designed to step back, analyze, be self aware, go within. Okay, I'm going to do better next time. And then when the next time comes, you can tap in to that. No, I didn't do better the last time. I'm going to consciously do better this time. And then I'm going to see how my day goes after that. So that's what it's about. It's about being in gratitude. It's about showing love. And it's about service to others. That's higher consciousness. As you strive for those three tenets of higher consciousness, you get to where you want to be, no matter what you want to be in life, no matter what you want to manifest, no matter what you want to achieve. If you strive for those three things on a daily basis, and you get there by meditation, you get there by tapping into your consciousness, you get there by understanding the mistakes that you make, and then you self-correct, and then you analyze, and then you move it forward. You don't sit on it. You don't beat yourself up about it. Okay, didn't do well. We're going to do this again, and then we're going to go. The next time I have this opportunity, I'm going to be better. And so that's what higher consciousness is about. It's about continually going in and continually analyze, continually learning the lessons, and continually moving forward. That's a wonderful journey once you start tapping in to everything that you can do. And then you'll find that manifestation comes real quick and easy because you're always tapped in and you're always consciously moving forward and doing things that are designed to elevate you. And then everything is designed to elevate you. And then you're taking it as a lesson, an opportunity when things are going challenging, and you're grateful for the things that are happening to you, the great things are happening to you. But then when challenges come up during the day, you have to sit in that emotional experience. You have to understand that I need to learn a lesson in this. And sometimes you're going to fail. And then when you do fail, you stand up, you sit back, you analyze it. Okay, I'm going to do it better next time. You don't beat yourself up, and then you move forward. So that's what, being in gratitude is about. We don't expect perfection. There is no perfection, but there is self-awareness. And self-awareness is a greater attribute than anything that you can ever have, which self-awareness leads to, continuation of love, continuation of gratitude, and a continuation of service to others. So, so those are the three things I want to share with you. Hopefully this resonates with you. Again, blessings. I love you. Peace to everyone, and we'll talk to you down the road.